In discussing stages, no one ever wants to talk about the Smash stages, Battlefield and Final Destination, so I think I'm going to be the first to do so. But before we start, I have a number to share. 6. 6 is the maximum number of characters that can be on a stage. Now you may say that's nonsense, but is it? Or is the overused and deceiving image of the perfect family of 4 playing a family Wii game nonsense? What if grandma comes over? I really think that the next console should support at least 8 simultaneous controllers for party games. And even if it doesn't, Smash Brothers can fill 2 spots through computer players or other human players via internet service. It's simply forward thinking. But wouldn't 6 characters make things too hectic? Absolutely not. It's just important that when designing stages, you make it so that 6 players can enjoy it. Even then, it's not that critical. You can have stages that only be assessed given a certain amount of characters are in a fight. If we ignore that I just said that, then Final Destination causes a problem. The playing space for Final Destination needs to be increased to fit 6 characters, so just make it a little longer, right? Well, the problem with that is that if we make it longer for 6 players, it won't be completely suitable for one-on-one matches. Another way to put that is that the stage would be too long. A square shape is much more preferred. You can add platforms to give more battle space without extending the arena, but then it's no longer Final Destination. So if we can't move in the X direction and we can't move in the Y direction, we have to move in the Z direction.
That's crazy talk. Smash Bros. Gameplay can't be made three-dimensional. Even a fool would know to avoid that. Just look at the history of Sonic the Hedgehog. 3D Smash is not truly Smash. It'll completely ruin the gameplay.
I agree. Allow me to share a word with you though. Planes. Multiple two-dimensional planes keep the gameplay 2D. It adds depth to the battle without adding another dimension or critically changing things. Look at Final Destination as it is now. The green line is where players fight. Now look at Final Destination with planes. To move between planes is as simple and swift as dodging. Simply shield and press up or down. Or you can press the shield button while running to dash to the plane. Pressing shield twice in the air will have the character dodge into the next plane. This technique will place you in a fatigue state. Tele-recoveries will place you in the next lane if a ledge is occupied. Some attacks will be able to hit across planes. All, if not almost all Final Smashers will do so. Grabbing someone and performing a down throw will have the character toss into the next lane if there is one. Planes will also allow separate one-on-one matches to occur with little interference. Imagine using this feature in other stages. For example, in Corneria, you could fly on the plane and then return to the main base by having an R-Wing take you there. In Mushroom Kingdom, you could go into a pipe and then land in the background of the stage. In the far background, far foreground, it's really dynamic and the possibilities are endless. Does such a thing work? Or will it harm the traditional gameplay? It shouldn't as long as it's designed and programmed correctly. And of course, not all stages will have to utilize it. A stage like Bridge of Elden seems narrow enough to say only one plane should be present. Characters' movesets will also have to be considered and adjusted accordingly, but this is not that big an issue. In discussing stages, I would explore possibilities with and without the installment of multiple planes. Genius lies in simplicity, so let's go to a simpler solution to the Final Destination problem. Said simple solution would be to make the stage length determinant on the number of characters entering the battle. And it's that simple. In a stock match, the stage will slightly adjust when a player is defeated. So there, I did it. I spoke about Final Destination, woohoo. Now on to Battlefield. Battlefield has a very unique feature. Every time you select Battlefield, you will be brought to a different stage. There are about 50 different stages. Each one is designed with a specific character in mind, like when you fought them in the shadow forms in subspace. When you unlock a character, you unlock their stage as well. Because of this, stages can be vastly different. They slightly vary in size, they greatly vary in the number of platforms. Some have walk-off edges, some stages have water, some have slopes. But all the stages are in essence very simple, like the original Battlefield. Putting ice, grass, and other stuff on these battlefields is very iffy with me, however. Each of these stages are categorized by those different characteristics. This way, by holding certain buttons down while selecting the stage, you can either eliminate or enhance your chances of getting a certain type of stage. In this manner, you can go from having a 2% chance to a 20% chance of receiving your character's ideal stage. Since Battlefield and Final Destination are played in so often, I would also have the backdrop of the stage change each time you enter it. For Final Destination, the epicness of the backdrop quickly turned into monotony and dreariness after playing through for the 8th time in a row. So instead, you may find yourself in several different locations inspired by this world's landscape. This would allow the reuse of the beautiful backdrops created for the story mode, target test, and everything else. In Final Destination, these backdrops are given a more climatic feel to them. A well-lit city becomes dark with smog and pollution. A soothing ocean sound becomes raging waves of wrath. Winter Wonderland becomes frozen wasteland. You know, a little precipitation could go a long way. It can also very slightly affect visibility. Before we begin on to the third dimension, get ready. Somewhat inspired by these cutscenes